Okay, this is a quick demo to show how to use the Quidex interface. So you'll come in, this is what you'll see. This was a demo done for the Pirates, so it immediately loads the Pirates. You can put in a team here, like the Astros, and the first thing it's going to do is look through the list of trades and recommend the top one of the list. The list is down here, and so that's the top one. You can go through the list and it will automatically update all the trade information, including up above the visual. So the next thing that happens, the tricky part, is what to do if you want to change the trade. So you don't want to see the recommended trades exactly, but you want to do your own, or filter the list of suggested trades. So to do that, you've got to clear out that list, because if you don't clear out that list, they become part of the constraints. It's like saying, I want to see all the trades that include these 4 players plus any other constraints. So by removing them, it says, okay, I want to see the list of all the great trades, but now I can do some other things. So I might say, well, I've looked through this list and I can see all the trades that are giving me first baseman. So I might come up here and then say, well, I don't want any first baseman. So I'm going to exclude all these first basemen. There's a first baseman. There's a first baseman. Okay, so there's one more first baseman right there. So that is excluded from consideration. So now, if I rerun this trade, I shouldn't see any of these first basemen come to me. And by me, I mean the Pirates. Who's ever team won, that's the team that the perspective is fixed on. So there's no button there that says that, run this trade. So in order to run this trade, you've got to exclude someone and include someone. You can. I need to add a button, but for the time being, if you want to do an ad hoc trade design like we're doing here, then you've got to exclude and unexclude a non-important player. So let's just go with that and say I'll exclude this guy and then I'll include him, and bingo, it should all be done. And now I come down here and I shouldn't have any first baseman in the list of trades, and I don't. So that's good. So now that the first one is a center fielder for a second baseman, and there it is. Center fielder for a second baseman. All these players have been excluded. And so now if I want to include somebody, the next step would be, well, let's keep these guys included, and let's say we'll clear this, and let's say I want to include so this down here, and I want to include all the trades that have me getting pitcher. So let's go with these starting pitchers, starting pitcher 3, 2, 3, and 4. So I want to clear this part of the trade out, and so these players are still excluded down below, and I want to keep in the trade starting pitchers, so I'll click off a few of these guys. He's one I want to get. Starting pitcher, he's one I want to get. Let's just say, so starting pitcher 2, starting pitcher 3, and then the little trick here where you exclude and include, and no trades meet that criteria. That's not good. Starting pitcher 3 for relief pitcher 1. Let's see what happens here. Starting pitcher for relief pitcher 1. All right. Oh, so since I didn't say I wanted to keep Felipe Vasquez, it didn't find it. So it's not smart enough to say, all right, include this, but not that. So if I want to get all the trades, I want to keep somebody, it's got to be over here on this side. So let's look for Felipe and include him in the trade. And so now I should get something if I do the little trick again. Yes. Okay. So now I can't. So in other words, I can't, at least in this version, I can't do constraints on both sides. So I can keep, I can give Felipe as a constraint, but I can't exclude and include their players. It's like that part doesn't work. I think you get it. So yeah. So here are the 3 trades. These are win-win trades from the possible list of trades, and that's how it all works. If you want to start over, of course, you can click Start Over, and it'll start from scratch. And then you can add teams. You can also add teams over here, and it will display them, but the Team 3 and Team 4 logic isn't built into this version of the product yet.